If you're struggling to win your gunfights in Apex Legends, you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to break down 2 examples in depth and fully give you the reasons why I'm winning each gunfight. Now, one of these will be in pubs and one of these will be in a diamond rank game as well, to show you how things may differ in ranked. So let's get to it. I immediately head up to gardens as I hear fighting there. I did kind of leave my duo behind, but you know, I'm playing pubs. I want to go for kills and I want to improve my gun skill. Now, as I hear people here, I want to immediately take the high ground, so I use my tack as Horizon to get up there as fast as possible. I look down, I see this Wraith, and I try to get shots on her, noticing she's on flesh. Unfortunately, she does manage to close the door, but as there's more people around, I don't want to actually jump down. I'm still in a very good position, and I want to maintain this height, as high ground is always super important and can make such a difference when you are in gunfights. So I then see this Watson trying to climb up, and it's a free beam. They're facing away, they're looking at someone else, and immediately they get taken down by my 301. I get them finished just for the kill, and then notice this guy dropping down underneath, to which I'm then faced with an Octane as I have dropped down as well. Luckily for me, the rampart wall is facing the correct way, and this Octane doesn't stand much of a chance. He's a pretty easy beam, and being a classic Octane, he didn't have too much health, and he had no shields either, so he was pretty easy. Now, I do back out here as I've switched to low ground, and I do need to heal. So notice my shields are low, I'm prioritizing my healing here. Sia does tack me. He knows where I am. You can see him on the left there on the wall. I immediately use my Horizon tack to gain high ground once more, as you know, this building people kind of struggle to climb up onto sometimes, but this Sia does take my grav lift. Immediately I notice that I hear him coming up, so I stop my healing, I turn around and get this kill. I'm again using cover as much as possible, trying to use these rampart walls, trying to strafe so his bullets don't hit me as best I can. There's then another squad getting involved because this was a pretty busy drop. It was gardens at the start of the game, so I want to get some shields here. I just want to maybe get some ammo as I was running quite low and just quickly get the loot done. I then see this Wraith climbing up because I've heard them in my headset, beam those down for free kill, again maintaining this high position. You'll see how clutch this is, taking cover when I need to and prioritizing my healing. I then jump down as it is a 1v1. I'm pretty confident that I can take this. Again, I'm trying to focus on healing, but then I notice he goes for the res, so I drop down and I get my kill with the Prowler. Now, that Octane's locked himself in a corner. Again, I'm trying to prioritize using cover so he can not deal damage to me. I want to get a nade in there. I've got 2 grenades. Grenades are absolutely huge, and I feel like enough people don't utilize them. So I pull out a grenade and try and force him out of that corner, essentially. It forces him to me. Now, he does have a Mastiff, which isn't ideal because that thing can be brutal. I have no shields left and just half health. What I want to do here is maintain as much distance from him as possible so that his Mastiff is not doing as much damage. I have the better ranged weapon, and that's what I'm trying to use to my aim. You'll also notice I'm trying to strafe around and maintain as much cover as possible. I'm jumping to make myself as hard to hit, going behind the sort of climb up area and then moving around to the left of the building so he can't hit me. I run out of Prowler ammo. I'm very low on health, but he is too, and it's just taking that risk of that 50-50, and I need to utilize the cover as much as possible. He's also charging at me, and I pull out the 301 and just finish him up. He was coming out of cover towards me. I was in the better spot. I was strafed, I was hard to see, and he had to come out of an area and sprint towards me. Now, that could have ended in different ways, but I was trying to utilize that cover as much as possible and make myself as hard to hit and get myself in an area where he can't actually see me to shoot at me. A ranked engagement here, I want to show you exactly how to deal when it's the last 2 squads. So it was the last 2 squads in ranked, and we had the perfect ring, we had the perfect position. And basically, when it's the last 2 squads, you want those people to fight before you do. Now, we thought one of the squads was over by us, but they'd actually rotated around and started fighting with the other squad. This was a good point for us to push in. Even though we had position, those guys were fully involved in the fight. They were getting knocks, and it was time to move in. This Jibby started moving. He was a random third, so of course I want to move with him. I don't want him getting caught on his own. Now, these guys do have cover here. This is a risky situation, but they're focused elsewhere. I start getting shot. I'm asking Jibby to drop his bubble so we have some cover to play. He drops it a bit late, which, you know, could have been a bit better there because he thought it wasn't really dealing anything, but they were kind of focusing me. And then because that other squad has now been killed, these guys rift away. They're nowhere on them. I take their rift unknowingly. They don't know I actually took that rift, and I managed to sneak behind them, deal some 301 damage, and then pull out the Mastiff. Now look how I'm using the bin here as cover. Anything you can in your environment, you need to use as cover. Just make yourself as hard to hit as possible, and making so your enemy can't see you as much as possible as well, and only peeking when you're ready to peek. Now watch this. This enemy, I thought he was going to come left. I hear him coming to the right. Immediately switch with that Mastiff and get him down. Notice how I'm strafing and crouching after each Mastiff shot. I don't know. Sometimes I feel this is better for me. I'm sort of trying to strafe away while my Mastiff is getting ready for the next shot. So anyway, get these two down. I'm not sure where the third is. Turns out he's beaming on Jibby. Now, one of these has a gold shield. Find out it's not the Ash, but it is the Loba. So I get them killed and get them cleaned up. Make sure they can't self-res and completely change this fight around. I actually thought that there was two people, not realizing Jibby was getting killed here because I was just so in the fight. But I focus on getting that shield swap and then finding out where the last member of the team is. Sometimes you don't need to fully heal, and you can just do a shield heal and get back in the fight. Now again, I'm utilizing cover. Horizon throws their ult in. I say to my teammate, look, come over here, we need to play together, utilizing as much cover as possible once more. And because we are now in control of the fight, it's a 1v2, they're probably not going to push this. They don't really have an advantage on us, and I just focus on healing my medkit, you know, getting my health up. So it's time to push in. Again, I'm trying to find cover anywhere I can, utilizing these trees, trying to stun damage with my tack, you know, doing as much as I possibly can to actually get them in a spot of openness while I can have cover. Now, I don't know why I picked up the banner here. It's a good question. But you'll see here, I don't really have any cover, and I'm now using the hill as cover because he would have to come to the edge to really peek down on me. He's so focused on my teammate, he doesn't expect me to flank up. And watch now how I'm using the care package as my cover. That then becomes my sort of cover. I did strafe out a bit too much here, I won't lie, but I have the Mastiff at my side, and again, I'm trying to strafe after every shot. I did get a little worried noticing my teammate goes down, but again, utilizing as much cover as possible and just focusing on my healing is really what's going to help you during these gunfights. I think too many people just absolutely send it as soon as they get a knock, or they're so focused in the fight that they're getting their enemy's health down, but then they don't realize their own health, and it's getting them killed because they're then pushing in and facing another two people. Now, I hope this video has helped you. If you want to find out more Apex tips, head over to my channel or click on the video right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.